telling you, once he said that I have to bite it off, I just stopped listening to him altogether. Oh, good evening. Good evening, all.
Hello, everybody. How
Yeah,
are you tonight?
I can't help it, Joe. I can't.
It was nothing. It's nothing.
It was nothing.
Nothing.
Let's
How is
see.
everybody tonight? I am a little tired. I feel good because I wanted to be tired tonight because I hadn't been sleeping very well, so maybe I'll sleep a long time tonight.
Get good
That was my
rest, man.
plan. That was
You
my plan.
plan all along.
It was. So I moved. I stayed up. I walked
Kept
everywhere.
going.
Heck yeah, man. I
I
think
took a
that's the
nap.
best thing. I think that's the best thing. Keep moving, move everything, exercise every muscle in the body every single day. Doesn't matter if you lift something or not, but exercise it. At least move it. Move the muscle. That's the
That's
best thing.
true. I like that.
That's the best thing.
Okay, you can share your butt off. No, don't share. Don't,
No?
please don't
Oh,
share your butt. You can share, but just not your butt off.
not my butt. No. You
Eesh.
guys don't want to see my butt?
Oh, old man butt. No.
Would not. It would not be a pretty sight. I must admit, I am not trying.
I'm gonna just slowly back off this topic.
That is not a good topic. Let's not talk about that. So, oh, let's
Oh,
give
it's
that
such a
a thought.
sad day for California. Half and half. Um,
It is.
Very peculiar what's going up in flames, and very particular celebrities are talking about it. Very peculiar. We should go over that. I don't know if you've been looking it up, Joe. My, I know quite a few people now. Oh my, I left it up. I left it on. Um, I know quite a few people now that are evacuating from the cities, you know, because you
Yeah.
always, you, okay. So you know how bad I am with geography. So
Mhm.
there's the Palisades, right?
Mhm.
And there's the mountains
Yeah,
that
it's
kind of
it's
surround LA.
right. It's the
I
northern
picture it,
part of LA, right? So
right?
these are the ones. This is where it goes right into the ocean, right? Uh, Highway 10 ends right there. That's where the Pacific Palisades is, right where I-10 ends.
Okay.
Okay. So right where it ends, it's right to the right. That's
Right
Pacific
to the
Palisades.
right. That
Right
helps.
to the right.
I
So,
don't.
but the
Mm.
fire goes farther than everybody thinks because there's a few deaths all the way up in Altadena, which is real far north and east of that. I mean, there's a lot of housing in between Pacific Palisades and Altadena, and if
I
there's
think-
people dying there, there's a lot of devastation.
And where is Malibu and adjacent?
Malibu, I think, is right next to it. Hold on, I have my map.
See,
Yeah,
guys,
it's a really confusing place.
it's a controlled fire. It's not a
Well,
wildfire. That is a controlled fire.
mhm.
Uh, I don't want to get into it quite yet. I'd rather have more people on. I'm saddened because I know my nephew had to leave his school. He's in the Hollywood music school. And I know a few other younger people, I know plenty of people in California yet, but I'm sure they're wise. And I I don't understand why people didn't evacuate faster because they should be used to these wildfires. But
Mhm.
being that it made a certain triangle. It really made a triangle.
Yeah. It's
Um,
it's right next to it. It's right next to it. Hollywood is right next to Pacific Palisades. So they run into each other.
yeah.
It's a bad
No.
fire.
Did you look at the map of where these fires are burning, Joe? Have you like, because when you look at it, um, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, they're
It looks like there's three different fires in three different locations, and then the Palisades. Let me see if I could find a
well,
map.
they're right on. The Palisades are right on the ocean, right?
Well, does that make
Santa
sense?
Monica Pier.
Does that make sense itself that they're going on fire? How is it a wildfire?
Yeah.
I can understand the
I don't know what
breeziness
started.
from the
Well, it's
ocean.
because of the winds. Is why it's wild.
Yeah, but
The
there's
winds are
water in
crazy.
the air. It's very similar to Florida. There's just water in the air. There's islands there. It's similar to Maui people. It's similar to the shit in Canada. There are no coincidences.
Yeah. Well, the San Francisco burned too, and that was right there by the water too. That was a bad fire. I don't know, any place can burn. Look at Chicago burn, they're right by the fire. Any place can burn. Just
No,
takes a
no,
match and feel wind.
no.
I don't get it. I don't get what you're getting at.
Really?
You think it's somebody set the fires on fire?
They're
Well, yeah, that
controlled
very well could.
burns. They're controlled. Why wouldn't you understand this? You hate it that they have controlled fires. Why
I
wouldn't you get?
do.
Yeah,
I
you've
do hate
always
the
said that.
controlled fires. But it could be one that
Look,
got out ahead. Is that what you're
Joe,
thinking?
go
Or
look
do
up
you
on the
think they're
map.
burning them
No.
on fire on purpose?
Really? What?
Do you think they're burning them on purpose, or do you think somebody just said it?
If they're controlled fires, what's your answer? That somebody did it intentionally. I wow. Just
Yeah.
wow, Joe. I don't know what.
Well,
Look at a map, Joe. Look at a map. Why don't you sh go on the computer and try to find one and then share it with us? I mean, because it's fucking ridiculous. Pardon my French, but it really is. If it doesn't make sense, it's um okay. So you had people like Steve Guttenberg, um, James Woods. Steve Guttenberg helped his neighbors, I believe. He was somewhat of a hero trying to get them out, which is fine. Always reminds me of Short Circuit. And if you ever looked at the Short Circuit rover, the they look exactly like the rovers. Like um that are on Mars, you know? They do. Johnny Five, yeah. He looks like not Ingenuity, but Perseverance. Perseverance. Was that his name? Perseverance? Perseverance?
perseverance.
Perseverance. I knew I was saying it wrong. And what was the other one? Curiosity was the rover. And Johnny Five looks a lot like them. I'm just saying. Yeah. Wildfires in California. I think the good guys are using their own, um, the good guys are using the bad guys' medicine against them. I'm not making light of this. There are plenty of people that are going to get hurt. So you had like Gutenberg helping his
There's three
neighbors. You
different
had
fires.
James, huh?
There's three different fires.
That's what I'm. Thanks, Joe. I'm sorry. It's just like
I
I
was
was
just
trying to
thinking
tell
there was
you.
only the Palisades fire.
No, there's four actually, including the palace. Now look, what's the names of them? There's areas. There's Malibu, right? Is it in
The
Malibu?
Hearst fire, the Eaton
First,
fire, and the
yeah.
Palisades fire.
There's somewhere else now.
Palisades.
Palisades. It's Palisades here too, or I keep saying here in New Jersey. I think Palisades in New Jersey too, isn't there? It's very. Come on, you can't. Come on, people. All right, James Woods knew. He was probably able to get his stuff out, luckily, or anything that really mattered. But once you, it's weird, but once you start thinking it's like there is a five-dimensional world, all that three-dimensional shit doesn't really make a difference, you know? So I have mom's gold heart. Gold might make a difference, so I might want to keep that. But in general, it will always be in my head, won't it? So having it here doesn't make a difference. It does hurt. It hurts to lose things. Humans get attached to uh material items and buildings, and we just do. James Woods was like, one day you're swimming in your pool, and the next thing your whole house is on fire.
Multiple fires.
Now, then you get people like Jamie Lee Curtis. No, I'm pretty sure Mama will even say that she's, a man. I never looked at her, so I can only remember her in that one movie with Schwarzenegger, and that was old, old, old. So, and but she is probably Illuminati. That was a guess too. So I don't, I personally don't care what she says because that's the whole reason this place is on fire because of them.
There's seven fires.
There you go. Hold on, let me, and who else? There was Shez Hanks. Shez Hanks comes out, says something. Chez, whatever the
Yes.
fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Oh
Thanks.
my God, let's pray. He said literally, let's pray. Prayers.
Yeah.
He has the fucking Illuminati sign on his chest. It's in the middle of his chest. Now, let me ask you something. I don't know about the other fires that you're suggesting, but if you're looking at a map, does it not look like somewhat of a triangle? I caught a glimpse at it, and I thought it looked like a triangle. Ernst, what were the names of them?
Yeah. Kind of does a little bit.
Name them, please.
Palisades fire,
No,
Eaton
the
fire,
other ones, the other ones.
Hearst fire, Woodley fire,
No, no,
Olivas fire, Lydia fire, and
right?
Sunset fire.
Those are not the one. No,
Those are all the fires. Those are the active wildfires in California.
I know, but I must have heard them. I must have seen them by the. I don't know.
Malibu is farther west of the Palisades fire.
I'm sorry, did you share?
Yes.
Because this is what the hell? Australians out in force. Brisbane today protesting the new government digital ID. No, nothing wrong with digital ID. Not, not, not when we have the good guys in control. So I'm right, right? This whole thing is odd.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is anybody in the
So,
chat? Want to go check? Because I'm doing a couple of things.
yeah. Just one second.
What is wrong? These poor Hannity
Ouch.
groups and Carlson groups are just like they're just losing their fanfare. Facebook is going to go too, I'm afraid, but unfortunately, I'm sorry. As somebody that understands web dev and um all these sites and stuff. Facebook is one of the better ones. The They made it so comfortable that anybody can use them. Twitter is such a freaking mess. It's so stupid. Oh my, I hate Twitter. I hate it. Didn't I say it the other day? Musk, you should have started the fuck over. You see, when an artist doesn't like their work,
Hmm.
they don't, they're not supposed to try to fix it unless they can.
Hmm.
Rather, they just you got to look at the old time works like Da Vinci and even like Monet and Picasso. They didn't like it, they crossed it out. It was painted over. You would see that's why great works of art usually has a painting in front of a painting. They do. Yeah, a lot of mine do. What I tend to do is mine sit around for 20 something years. Of course, I'm better than I was even 20 years ago or 40 years ago, right? So they just, and I'll show you. I really do. That one that I gave away that I gave for Christmas to Jermaine was from 2000. You start over, or you just wait until you get better, I suppose.
Nobody has commented yet.
Well, screw you all. Well, no, there's a,
You're funny.
is Helen on? Oh,
No, not yet.
sugar me. I should have told her. Well, we were on, no, we didn't go on this morning, did we? I
Mm-mm.
just did
Recorded it.
I recorded you
Yep.
and I did some kind of disco thing. 70s disco. All right, so what's next? What else is
Wow.
on? I'll get back to the fire because, well, I know what's going on.
Well, well, that's part of it. This next thing that I'm going to tell you guys. I mean, the mayor
Oh,
of
right.
LA,
Yeah.
why she felt she needed to. She's just a mayor. She needed to use taxpayer money and fly to Ghana, Africa, to see the presidential inauguration of Ghana. Why? Why'd she need to go there? Her city is burning. The
Let
city
me
she's supposed
interrupt.
to be in
Hold on.
charge of.
Hold on. I'm going to
What?
interrupt. Let me interrupt. Trump was attacked again.
Oh my God.
A man with a machete and three knives was
Oh yeah.
arrested at the Capitol on Wednesday. Did you know
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I was going to tell you about that. Yeah.
As President-elect Donald Trump was
He
set to
tried
meet
to get in. Yeah, that was one of the side stories I had for you.
about security surrounding national.
Yeah.
Should have told me. Then I would have known before it pops up on my
Well,
phone.
the guy he tried to get in before Trump got there, and he didn't make it. He didn't make it in. They stopped him before he was. They arrested him before he even got in.
Got into the Capitol.
And he walked. I mean, they're gonna. I mean, you walk up to the Capitol, you got a freaking machete and knives on you. You think they're not gonna stop you? How dumb you are.
All right, go on about the
Oh, I
mayor.
don't. There was only a little bit left. She reduced the fire department's budget to 17.6 million, but tried to reduce it by 23 million. In other words, they had no water. There was no water. They had nothing to fight the fire. They don't have anything to fight the fires with. Yet they have the ocean right next to them.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Makes no sense, right? When she was asked if she owed the people an apology for being absent, all she could do was hang her head in shame.
what's her name?
Karen Bass,
And how long has she been mayor?
I don't know how. Let me tell you real quick. It really, yeah.
Oh,
So
John
get out
landed.
of
That's
that one,
great.
huh?
My husband came back tonight on top of it.
Ah,
I just want to make sure my nephew got out of there and a few other kids and a few other people. I know quite a few that are over there. It's the kids I worry about the most, but because my Kevy told me he was evacuating, and that was with their 3 hours, right?
mhm. Since 2022,
So
she's
it was
been
about
away.
6 o'clock since 2022.
Hmm.
My husband made it home and he's evacuating in 2022. Got it. Hawkeye Daddy stepped off the plane. Not much longer, puppy. Um, I love my animals, but they can drive you crazy when you're alone. Especially Hawkeye. He loves his daddy. I was hoping Helen would come on because she knows. I wanted her to pray, actually. I mean, I know old prayers and stuff. I don't know if they're considered old or I guess they still say them. Everybody must be busy tonight. Slow. All right, that's okay. Um,
Well, oh God,
I kind of want to go into
person.
conspiracy with this. So is there anything else?
Not on that. There's a lot of stuff on that because of the fires. I mean, even Ben Affleck evacuated and rushed to Jennifer Garner to help her escape too. So there's a lot of stuff on it. But go ahead if you got some conspiracies on this fire. I'd like to hear it.
I want to know what you think. What do you think I
But
think?
I think you think that these people, that these are fires were just are we're burning them out. We're burning out these people. We're
Yeah,
burning out the bad stuff.
yeah,
That's what I think you think.
that's right. That's right.
And it does make sense because this is a bad place.
Um,
A lot of
parts of
parties around that
Canada,
area.
parts of Canada, now we want Canada.
Hmm.
Parts of Hawaii, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Parts of California. There were even parts of New York that went up.
Yeah.
I've never, I mean, there's been fires, but not like brush fires. Like I can't,
Yeah.
just different. It's just different. Um, it's too suspicious, don't you think, Joe? I mean, guys, it's happening. Sorry. Don't be scared. I'll hold your hand. I'll
It's a
get you
lot.
through.
There's a lot burning over there in LA right now. I mean,
And like I said, certain people are going to get hurt. James Woods probably had to give up his house, but he's a good guy. He's
mhm,
definitely one of the good guys.
yeah.
Okay. Um, but when you tell me that Ches Hanks is praying and wants people to, no, absolutely. And it's not the poor kid's fault. It's his father's fucking fault and his inbred motherfucking family's fault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who does?
Well, I do know, but it's just like it's let's see, who else was there?
Trump even made a statement. They had no water. They had no water.
How? How?
Hmm. And of course, who opens his mouth? Senator Bernie Sanders.
Oh yeah.
This
What?
is Trump's fault.
What?
Yeah. Appeared to try to blame the California wildfires on President-elect Donald Trump in a social media post on Wednesday. He wrote, he wrote, he shared a picture of an aerial of the fires, said 80,000 people told to evacuate. Blazes 0% contained. 8 months since the area has seen rain, the scale of damage and loss is unimaginable. Climate change is real, not a hoax. Donald Trump must treat this like the existential crisis it is. I don't see how that blames him.
Um, Trump's not even president yet.
Yeah, it's true. And where's Joe Biden? He's still
Mark
president
Hamill.
until the 20th, people. He should make a command decision to help those people right now. But they can't. Everything has to go slowly through their process while all these people get hurt, which makes no sense to me. The slowness of Congress, the they say the wheels of good government must move slow. Not in a situation like this. That's what FEMA's for. All these other programs. Where are they? Isn't anybody saying anything? Are those people? No, they're not. I haven't heard anything from them. Have you?
Really? Mark Hamill, 7 p.m. evacuated Malibu. So last minute there small fires on both sides of the road as we approached PCH.
Mhm.
Marilu, Trixie, and I arrived in Chelsea's house in Hollywood. Most horrific fire since '93. Stay safe with the prayer sign. No, Mr. Hamill. No. You're a fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. You're a
Oh.
fucking gay motherfucking inbred piece of crap. And you ain't praying for nobody.
Mm-mm.
Blasted news outlets that he also seemingly blasted news outlets that he felt were downplaying the tragedy by adding, there were small fires. Give me a break. We were fleeing for our lives. Well, how dumb are you not to flee earlier?
Well, third in two
There's a
different.
fire like a couple of
Yeah,
miles away. I'm going to get
yeah.
ready.
Let's get the fuck out. 30
Right?
and 31,000 acres is not a small amount of acreage.
It is not.
That's a
It
big
doesn't
piece of
make
land.
sense. It doesn't make Joe. When it doesn't make sense, Joe,
It's probably not true.
it's probably not true.
I mean, it's right on the city. There's no freaking water to put out a fucking fire in the city.
California is
Fuck,
surrounded by water.
this doesn't make no fucking sense.
They're digging out all those tunnels. They're destroying all that shit. You can't, there's no way to kill that. Same with the White House. I would believe that the Capitol and the White House are going to go up in smoke. Same way. There's just no way to get that unless, disgusting, um, grotesque, grody shit that they did out of the soil. I mean, like I said, when they had the plagues and people died of all these things, they threw them in big pits and burned them,
Oh
the
wow.
bodies. What?
This is what Trump said. Trump said that the Gavin Newsom wanted to protect a worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water. It didn't work, but didn't care about the people of California. Now the ultimate price is being paid. I will demand that this incompetent governor allow beautiful, clean, fresh water to flow into California. He is the blame for this. On top of it all, no water for fire hydrants, no firefighting planes, a true disaster. Nothing is contained. They still haven't contained any part of this fire.
It is contained. That's the problem. If you have seven fires in seven different places that are miles and miles apart from each other,
It's ugly, man.
they
These
got
people.
rid of these people's houses, they got rid of their crap and diseased and whatever. Ugh, I really believe it. I really believe it's part of a massive plan. Um, it would be much harder to do in New York, in the city. Upstate, they can get away with it, but in the city, it's gonna. But they did. They did the tunnels in New York. That's why they had the tents there in Central Park, and that's why the two ships were there. And many conspiracists will agree with me, because there was not a COVID patient on those ships. So who went there? People that never saw the sun, never saw the day of light, or the light of day, rather. Yeah. Those are the people that they put on those ships. And COVID was a great cover up for that. Not that COVID didn't happen, but humanity is used to flus. They put it out. We have a cure for flu. We do. Hydroxychloroquine, right? It is. All right, guys. Are you done, Joe? There's only
Yeah,
a
that
couple
was pretty.
people watching us. Everybody's tired. It's 11 o'clock. And
Yeah,
my hubby should be home soon. Okay. Daddy should be home soon.
yeah. He's been
Yay.
away for a while, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. But
So
he landed safe, and now I just got to worry about my nephew getting the hell out of there, and a few
yeah,
other kids and a few other adults, and just hoping everybody's okay, you know? And I guess I'm not good at praying, so everybody out there pray. All right. Well, you're Catholic, Joe. Aren't you supposed to be able to pray? I don't know.
yeah. I pray.
Just
I
not now.
just ask. Yeah, you just ask God for. Just ask him for what he wants. I'm not a good prayer. I may be Catholic, but I'm not good practicing. I'm actually Catholic and Lutheran both.
Are you?
Yeah,
No.
because my dad was Lutheran, my mom was Catholic. So I didn't like the Catholic. I didn't like the nuns hitting me in the head. That pissed me off. So I went to the Lutheran with my dad. That's when I went. So
I actually kind of agree with that. Like, the nuns were horrible, even when I was younger.
yeah, they did. So they would hit my every day I went into the class. Every single day I went, and they would take my hand and they would slap it with the ruler. And I was the only one they did it to.
You went to Catholic school?
Yeah, not Catholic school, but catechism. It was like a Sunday school kind of thing. It wasn't
Right.
on Sunday though. It wasn't. It was like Wednesday or Thursday, and it was like for 2 hours.
I went to Catholic school until I was like 15.
And it
I
wasn't
was
really Catholic school. I went to public school.
bad.
I was just catechism.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I gotcha. I gotcha. Damn, I don't. All right.
So
That's
when I
another
quit,
story.
I started ditching.
It's,
That's what I did, and they busted me. I got busted.
well, that's not part of regular school. Wasn't it
Yeah,
just something that your parents
yeah,
put you in?
yeah. They took us and dropped us off, and I walked through the building. When they took off, I went and hid, and I waited for them to come back and pick us up, and I never
Gotcha.
went. And I quit going. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha. All right. Are we ready? I'm gonna go.
yes.
We could do this
Say goodnight.
off air. We could talk about this crap.
Say goodnight, Carol.
Good night, Carolyn. All right.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
guys later.
Have a good night.
Later.
Peace out, man. Be
Everybody
good.
stay safe and stay
Yes.
away from Cali and stay away from any trouble and be
Oh yeah.
prepared for the Trump return. The trumpet, Trump return. For the Trump.